All right, good morning to you. It's Daybreak at iFiber One. Jeff Slakey, Vicky Steele. Morning, Vicky. How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing well,
Two great
thanks.
guests in studio here as we talk about the economic development of Mason County. It is Karin Leaf and the new executive director of the EDC,
The
Jennifer
ED of the EDC.
Yeah.
I love it.
Wonderful luncheon you guys put on Friday. Lots of great information about the Mason General Hospital and family of clinics, all the great work they've been doing.
Man, are they busy.
Wow, they're
Yes.
always busy.
And they're going to be even more busy.
Yeah, they are. I think we'll try to get CEO Eric Moll in here to do a version of that presentation for the community, see if he can talk about that. But
That would be great.
really encouraging. And then on Saturday was the big Blues and Brews Fest. So what is that kind of event? And it seems like more of these are popping up monthly in Mason County. What are those types of events, these, I don't know if they're anchors to get people to come back often. How does those things help the economics of a community? It kind of shows them in a different light. People swing in through, they stop, and they go, oh man, this wouldn't be a bad place to open a business, things like that.
I think it really shows the community spirit, and it's definitely something that businesses look at when they're moving here. What kind of environment am I going to be part of? I think it also helps us balance our population numbers. You know, we're sitting at about 62,000. We do see growth coming, but when we are recruiting companies, especially around your retail and commercial companies, they're based a lot on population. So we then have to make the argument of, okay, well, yes, we've got 62,000 people in the county. We do see that growing, but look at the 200,000 that we have come and visit us through our recreation businesses and through the festivals that we have, through the different celebrations that we go through. Forest Festival is a big one. Oyster Fest is a huge one that brings a lot of information to an industry and the community. So you see a bit of a split.
I guess that makes sense. You wouldn't want to invest in a community that doesn't seem to be investing in itself, I guess.
Right. Well, and it shows a willingness to embrace new things, try new things, meet new people. If the community is not open and, arms outstretched, here, come and be part of us, then somebody coming in or relocating from a different place that maybe was like that makes that decision even harder.
Yeah.
We are looking here before too long of ways to going to have a connection between the north part of the county and the south Shelton part of the county up in Allen before too long. When's that coming in? It's in August?
August 23rd, Port of Allen. Choose Mason. Introducing the North End businesses to the South End businesses. How can they work together? Who haven't they met? Just highlight the mixture of the two. Have some music.
Sure.
Port of Allen's beautiful.
Nice.
Another festival.
It's
you
nice.
know,
It's a
That
nice
always
place.
brings people together,
it does. Yeah.
Well, and finding those different links where businesses can use different products. If you've got something similar to what they use in their manufacturing process, let's go ahead and introduce them to a supplier here locally.
How often would you assume, or do you hear of a place going, I've been in the county doing business for blank many years, and I had no idea that
So-and-so
Joe
did
Schmo
that.
right down the street
Every day.
has the widgets that I have been looking for forever.
Or can make, have
Sure.
the ability to make. We hear it every day. Oh, I didn't know that we manufacture that here. I mean, we've got a couple of big industries that people know about. Shellfish, forest products, those are our big ones. Continue to support them, yes, but we also need to diversify. Even within those industries, you've got a stud mill, beautiful new stud mill on the waterfront, but we had a company move out to Mill 5 that was shavings for animal bedding, and they moved here specifically to be closer to that because that was their supply source. So forest products encompasses a lot more than just lumber. You've got fencing, you've got cabinets, anything that really uses wood as its manufacturing.
What are the next steps for the EDC to kind of keep putting the name out of Mason as a destination, a place to relocate start new business here? What are the next things you guys are looking
Our
at?
biggest one is that we're building out that. I think we touched on this a little bit on Friday, but building out that property database that we have. We've got a lot of beautiful land. A lot of it is privately owned, and they'll hang on to that until somebody approaches them and says, I'll offer you this much. What we'd like to do is be able to find those sites that are zoned correctly, that have the utilities that are needed to recruit those bigger companies, even medium-sized companies, but being able to build out what that property could potentially look like. So we have 800 acres in the north end that's zoning that can cover industrial, that has the utilities. Let's break out a few pieces and start marketing those specifically. So it's not just here's 800 acres, come and do with it what you will. It's saying here's 20 acres. This is what it could potentially look like. This is what could be housed there. This is what would really work with the surrounding businesses and community members.
So as fast as things happen now, commerce and decisions and things like that, if you don't have and it's obviously not an exact plan ready to go, but if you have a basic idea that you can just pull right off the shelf and go, here's exactly the size profile, the types of services, those business owners, those headhunters or whatever that come and look for locations, they stay around a little longer.
If you don't, in today's market, if you don't have that information digitally available, they're not looking at you.
Would you say that's the same too for other just regular businesses in town? If you don't have a digital footprint, are you getting passed by pretty much?
I'd say probably 85% of the time with local businesses. They're doing their due diligence. They're doing their market research. They're reaching out to who they know that might have some information on it. And if the information isn't readily available, I mean, our reaction time is so fast nowadays that if it's not available within the first, 3 pages of Google, that's it. We spend so much money searching and moving through the research that it needs to be readily available, or they move on. And that is locally, though. They'll reach out to people that they know. Oh, I've seen Jennifer and I've seen Karin around. Let's at least give them an effort. And if they can't help that, then that's it.
Well, you can choose Mason with the EDC. They're located at 310 West Coda Street in beautiful downtown Shelton. The phone number is 360-426-2276. You can subscribe and receive updates on their calendars and upcoming events, and also choosemason.com is the website. We'll put the links to that, of course, in the show notes. Good to see y'all.
Thanks
Good
for
to see you
having
too.
us.
Thanks
Have a
for
good
coming in.
Monday.
I know.
Stay cool.
And future beautiful week.
Right.
Wow.
So
Thank
excited.
It'll be a nice
Are we
week.
walking or are we going to melt?
No, we're going to melt unless we get it in early.